Copy. Hey everybody, where did Mary go? Where did Mary go? And where's my only cigarette? Please think for me, I can't bear to. She forgot the name. All right. Hey guys, how you guys doing over there? You guys all right? Just give me a moment, folks. Just give me a moment. All right. La 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 la. Alrighty, let's put it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's love, baby. Let's get it on. Sugar. Okay, folks, here I am. Ready to start the show. Let me just check out how I look. I'm not feeling like I look my best today. Didn't just give me a moment, folks. How you guys doing out there? You know my name, right? You don't? And I was actually thinking about putting my microphone together because I'm really not talking to anyone right now. You can't get that microphone. So I guess I'll just speak right into you, that microphone there. So jack up your volume, pump up the volume, and you'll be able to hear me, yours truly, Johnathan Steele. La 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 la. You know, I didn't really have any topic really planned for this week because initially I wasn't going to do any shows because of the stuff that I was going to try. But apparently things might be working out in terms of the visual, the show. J babies, welcome. Thank you for stopping by my humble abode, because I call it an abode because it is across the oceans. Welcome, J babies. I thank you for stopping by and checking out yours truly, RBJ Johnathan Steele. Mike Mills lives again. Your audio is a bit better. Thank you. Excellent. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get it better. I'm trying to get it the other way. I'm constantly evolving, folks. You stick with me. I'm going to get this thing right. No, I don't do a 6-hour or 8-hour hangout. I only do a 2-hour thing because I don't have a big life, but I do have stuff that I have to do, like life, job, stuff like that. Relationships, cleaning, blah, 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 blah. So you guys just stick with me. The show is evolving. It's getting better and better and better every day. Even I'm getting better and better every day. I'm working out like very good lately. I've been eating a lot of tuna fish and salmon. No breads, very little breads, very little starches. Well, I mean, I'll eat anything basically, but I will eat within limits, I will never overeat. So I'm really on fire lately. And just after being a little bit sick, a little bit cold or something, which I refuse to be sick. So folks, let's start the show. Hello, hi, and welcome. My name is RPJ. Oh yeah, I need this ear. And this is the Johnathan Steele Show. How are you? How you doing? What's up? What's going on with you? Tell me all your thoughts on God, because I really like to hear her, know about her. Jeez, I forgot the words. How are you doing? How are you? How you doing? What's up? What's going on with you? Me, I'm doing very, 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 very swell. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your concern. I agree with you. You're clearly a very busy man. Thank you, Mike Mills. Although we don't know how busy I really am. But I am busy, even though I am poor as they come, probably the poorest man on YouTube. I will admit this. I'm the poorest man on YouTube. No, there's one other guy I know is maybe a bit poor, but that doesn't mean anything. Does that take away from who I am? Who I am as an individual, the things that I've done, the things that I am doing, the things that I want to do, does that take away from that? I say nay. I say no, it doesn't take away from that. Those things are, doesn't make a man or a woman, doesn't make you. The things that you have, the things that you own, they mean absolutely nothing. Because when shit hits the fan, there's only your character, your word, your ball. That's all. Usually a lot of things, you know, when shit's right there in front of your face, your things that you have are absolutely meaningless. Your parenting of your children has nothing to do about the money that you have. These certain words, the rewarding words, the building up words have nothing to do with the things that you own. Because the things that you own wind up owning you. You become a slave, become an addict to keeping up with the Joneses, as it were. And there's a lot of fools who, I shouldn't call them fools, you just have been worked on by society. They're saying that if you are a consumer, you're a good person. If you don't consume, if you don't buy, if you don't get this or get that, then you are a bad person. You are subversive. And I tell you folks, that's just bullshit. It really is. I have nothing, but I am a better man than most men on the planet Earth. No, seriously. I say this with no ego whatsoever. No ego. I'm no one special. But the human being on the planet Earth. That's all. Nothing spectacular. A relative God King, if you will. Hopefully on the show I have a young lady that I've been trying to work out details. She's going to be stopping by here and there. No expectations. She's a friend of mine. Her name is JC, and hopefully she'll be stopping by the show a little bit later. Not too long. I want to give out a few shout outs before I go further into the topic driven blah 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 blah. Of course, I got my book here and I can't find out the page. Or here it is. In no particular order. I first want to say Eminem Slim Shady. Eminem Slim Shady. Eminem Slim Shady. Eminem Slim Shady. All right, maybe Eminem Slim Shady can use that sound clip, that clip, that sound audio clip, and use it in his videos. I want to give a shout out to the Hangout sectors. Used to be BTR Go Hangouts, but now it is the Hangout sectors. I want to give out a shout out to the Hangout sectors for reporting of the events of the sectors, this particular sector. Well, not my particular sector, but that particular sector over there. So his reporting is insanely on point. He gets the gist of all the nonsense that is going on. I just don't. You have to go through so much listening of so much material to really boil it down to the nuts and bolts of these particular hangouts and videos. And the fact that he's doing, what's up, Black Cherubim? Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, hangouts. The hangout sectors does an extraordinary a lot of work, and he or she or they are really just all over the place, listening to a lot of material and just really getting the bonus of all those videos and hangouts and putting them out on videos, and I think that's extraordinary. So I give the hangout sectors a shout out. I give a shout out to Alexis Tyler Wilson, daughter of legendary Jackie Wilson, the legendary singer Jackie Wilson. And if you guys don't know who Jackie Wilson is, that's a shame. But because he's a legendary figure on the music scene and will be inducted into the, I believe, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, he is already inducted in the Rhythm and Blues or R&B Hall of Fame, I do believe. I believe that's what it's called. He's already inducted into the Hall of Fame of Substance and will be inducted again sometime in August, I believe the 22nd of August. But he would be so proud of his daughter, Alexis K. Tyler Wilson, his daughter. And I give her a shout out. She has said some wonderful things to me, and I'm just in awe of her. And I like to stop in the middle of this and say, hello, Simply D, please. Thank you and welcome for stopping by my little show. I really do appreciate that. You're an awesome friend. Welcome, Era Rocks. Welcome. I thank you for stopping by and checking out. Relatively greatest human being on the planet, but you know, a jackass nonetheless, an arrogant, egotistical jackass. Sometimes I could appear to be some kind of monstrous human being. You know, something on lines of a Ku Klux Klan member is what one person said. You know, it was kind of funny and shocking to me to hear that, but you know, people know me well, so they got to get to know me. Hello, Kim Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to Kim Jones. Kim, thank you for stopping by my show. I do appreciate the support and friendship that you offer. So, and thank you for stopping by, for being a member of the chat and a member of Team RPJ or Team Chat. So, thank you, Kim, very much. Everbox, please, thank you. Thank you guys for stopping by. Back on the shout out list, because I don't have much of a memory, so I have to write them all down here. Oh, speaking of Alexis K. Tyler Wilson, she did make a video of her singing. Geez, I don't know the name of the song, the video she sings. And of course, I'm too stupid to run in the chat room. I mean, write it down in the description box. But check around the internet. I'm actually I've already downloaded this singing, and I will be producing this in one of my videos on this same channel, Johnathan Steele. Alexis K. Tyler sings a song. She has she has a lot of talent. She can sing, she can talk, she can command an audience, and she has presence like in that no one else I've seen on this side of blah, 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 blah. But so, I mean, she's a very talented young lady. I really like her. She's a friend, obviously. And she is very good at singing. And although I'm not a big fan of the song that she sings, I am a fan of great singing. And she is a great singer, so much so that I will produce that, her singing video as one of my singing videos. Am I making sense? I'm going to do with her permission, of course. So, Tyler, congratulations on your talent, and I'm glad to hear it. You did an awesome job. I really loved it, and blah, blah, blah. Back to the shout out list. I want to give a shout out to Realer Than Real. Realer Than Real, folks, wrote me. I'm not going to disclose the message, the letter itself, but she wrote me a spectacular letter that was just ridiculous, ridiculously kind to me, saying some wonderful things about me and all that stuff. But I really give her the shout out. I give her all the credit in the world for going through the things that she has gone through in her life and just checking me out. And I really appreciate her just looking through my couple of videos and finding some salvation, finding some relief that she can recognize that in her own life. So thank you, Realer Than Real, for the very kind letter that you wrote me. I was very impressed and very touched by it. I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. Her name is Jennifer. Jennifer, I want to say to you, thank you very, very much for your friendship, your support, your kindness, your pushing me on, your belief in me. And something that I would hate to admit to, but there have been times that I needed it. And I'm so glad that you provided it. And along those lines, I'm going to give out a shout out to Melody. In the same vein, a lovely, beautiful young lady who had a beautiful child and has been a friend of mine and just been an absolute dream of a friend. It just, again, pushes me on and have a lot of belief in me. So they just happen to be really good friends of mine. And I do appreciate your support and friendship even more so. So I thank you very, very much. Wow, getting all serious here. What kind of show is this? All serious. And I'm gonna give out a shout. We're gonna give out a shout out to KC, a young lady that I am in awe of. She is very talented. She's a talented young lady. I like her a lot. I had the good fortune to speak to her and talk to her. She is just a very lovely lady, and I'm very impressed with her, and hopefully we could be friends for the longest times until she dies, because as you know, I'm going to live forever. So when she dies, our friendship will end, but I hopefully we'll get to know her until she dies. So 40, 50, 60 years from now, I will still be living, of course, as I've been living for so long already. I'm going to live forever, as we all know. Kim Jones says, that's nice, RPJ. You seem to have a lot of good friends. Turns out, Kim, I'm having more friends than I even realized. There have been really some a lot of them and appreciate me, even though I can be sometimes of a jackass, a bit egocentric, but that's not really, I'm not really egocentric, but I'm very confident in who I am and what I am. And I don't believe in being macho, so I don't have to fall for that routine of machoism nonsense, which doesn't do anything but get in the way. So that macho stuff doesn't work for me. A little bit of ego and confidence never hurt anyone. And I'm very confident in who I am and what I am and what I've done. And I don't want a cookie for it. I'm proud of what I've done to myself. So maybe I should give myself my own cookie. But yeah, I'm really proud of my friends and the people who have been supportive of me. It's just been awesome second chance at the fruit, and get so many people that believe in me and pushing me on. So I'm just Carlos, shout out to Carlos, my brother from another mother, another guy who believes in me wholeheartedly, so much so that that you know, I have so much respect for him, and I personally like him, and I respect for the man. He is a brother. He does understand my thought process and my inner intensity. He understands me. He gets where I come from. He gets my mindset. He gets my nuttiness and insanity, which you guys have not seen a lot of my insanity. But when I start shooting outside more so when the weather is up, you see, I'm insane. I am Hannibal Lecter. I'm the black Hannibal Lecter. I was a black Bruce Willis, but I don't get it. I don't see that one, but. Says you are very genuine, RPJ. I love it. Thank you, Era Rocks. I could be acting like this. I could be just acting. I'm an actor, you know. I'm acting like I'm genuine. No, I try to be more authentic. I'm not fancy. I'm not the smartest. I stink most of the time. I got issues. No, but I'm nothing spectacular. I'm just the best human being on the planet. But other than that, I'm just like you, just better. No, in all seriousness, yeah, I try to be authentic and genuine. And I think most times the audience will know if you're not. That's why these guys, you just can't take them seriously because you can look at them and see that they aren't authentic. They're genuine. They go with the wind. They don't have this, that, or the other. They aren't able to listen to another person's opinion. And I think most audience will know and figure that stuff out right away. So that's why I thought maybe that I can come on here and doing blog talk shows, Google Hangouts and videos. And I think most people can see that I'm definitely different. I'm a different type of cat. Type of dude, and I think that a lot of people can see that I am really I'm a genuine article. Not that that means anything good or bad, but being genuine, you can kind of see it and sense it and trust for it. One thing that I thought that I could have a leg up on people to see someone genuine, authentic, weird, and different. You know, like the gorilla with the angel wings. You know, weird, different, odd, pushing the envelope on this side, that side. Era Rocks. It's like actual Rose to me from a distance, but Era Rocks says, not many black men like you that also speaks the king's language. Joe says, yes, have a cookie or two. And this lovely lady here, is that Ty? Okay, I think that might be Tay. Miss Davis says, and so humble. Well, thank you, Miss Davis. I am very humble because I'm great. That's why I'm so humble. Thank you, buds. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As I said before, I don't know what the show is looking like, but even I can see that the show, the feed is not so messed up. I don't know. I mean, somebody's ready to be behind scenes. I'm camera ready. Okay, let's rock and roll. All right. Sorry. Let's rock and roll. Hopefully, I have a lovely young lady. Hopefully, will join the show soon enough. I'd love to introduce you. This is why the name of the show is Let Me Introduce Myself. It's not really for me to introduce myself to you. You guys know me already. But this young lady, mine, her name is KC. Hopefully, will be joining the show, and I want you guys to take a listen to her and take her all in, you know, take her all in. It is much better the feed, and I also I took the finances that I had, right, and because my computer guy told me this, like, you know, check the speed of the show, check the speed of what the service is providing you in terms of speed of the show, speed of the connection. So I saw the speed was at its minimum, and what I did was I took the resources that I had and looked at the charges of what it would cost to get an upgrade of speed, and I weighed that against each other, and I got 7 months of additional resources that will help me pay for the speed. And I actually can go another step higher on speed if it's still messing up too greatly, because of the resources that are provided by you guys out there in the world, my friends and fans. I do thank you guys for your to me, to my show, to our show, and thank you. And I really, I'm really honored for your help, your friendship, and your generosity. So please, folks, in the description box, you'll see that I have a PayPal, that any monies that you guys can offer to my show, to our show, to enrich these services, to enrich the resources of our show, whether it be in cords and wires, upgrade of speed in for the internet service, or wires, cords that would go to this camera, which I'm taking with me on Saturday, to see if I can get the right cord to go into the computer. Now, I have cords set up for this, but I don't think these are the right cords. So all funds and monies will go into the show because I'm going to do it. I just want to do it better and better for you guys. You are the most important things for me. Without you, I have no show. Without me, you guys cease to exist. You know, you just are unable to breathe. You're unable to live your life. You're unable to even operate a car or do anything of substance. I mean, you probably will die without me. You will die without me. So without me, you have no life. You will die. And without you, I have no show. So, but in all seriousness, man, we're working here together here. I'm not asking for the moon and stars. I just want to make the show the best it can be. I don't. My number one rule, way back when I first started making videos, is if I can touch one person's heart and head and help them even a little bit for that day, I would be happy. If I can help someone for a week, I would be happy. If I can help someone change their identity, change their philosophy to something positive in their lives, I would be very, very happy. So the needs of the one, to me, outweigh the views of me. You know what I mean, man? So that was all my goal and my purpose and my thoughts, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so everything that is donated to my show, to our show, I'm sorry, I have my ego again. Anything that's donated to the show will be for the show in terms of cameras and microphones to be used. But I took that microphone money and turned it into internet speed money. So folks, please spread the word across the world about yours truly, RPJ Johnathan Steele. And please like and subscribe and share. Also, whatever you guys can do in terms of PayPal, use paypal.me at Johnathan Steele. I think that's right? PayPal.me Johnathan Steele. You think I should know this better if I'm going to be doing advertisements for my own show. And not only that, folks, please click the like and subscribe buttons on this channel here, the Johnathan Steele channel. In fact, there are many other incarnations of RPJ. You know, choose from the many shows. One channel is about maybe more black specific videos, black videos. Other one might be a little bit more personal. But, you know, instead of picking and choosing, just choose them all. Subscribe to all the channels of RPJ, and I'll eventually join them down to very specific type channels that does and speak on different issues. And support your buddy, RPJ. He is my favorite God King. Why don't you make him your favorite God King as well? That's the plug for RBJ and Johnathan Steele. Troll Father, welcome back. Welcome to the show, Troll Father. Troll Father said, what up, RBJ? We need you some more troll bait over here. We need you some more troll bait over here. You know, I can use more trolls over here, the better. The more trolls, the better, I say. I like trolls because trolls are funny. And they always bring information. And I like laughing. You know, as a psychopath, I rarely show emotions or have emotions, but I do like laughter. I like to laugh. You know, as a psychopath, I want to laugh. I'm a laughing psychopath. So please, bring the trolls. Bring all your troll friends. And know if you have channels, please subscribe and like. Are you guys liking me? Are you guys pressing the like button? I only see 4 likes here. Normally by now I would have 14 likes. Anyway, folks, please hit the like button. Like your buddy, RBJ. Like your buddy, Johnathan Steele. We're one and the same. Kim Jones says, please give you what you can. Oh, it's wow, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Kim is doing it as well. Thank you so much, Kim. Aaron says, last I troll and says hi to him. Troll Father said, what up? And Arrow says, sorry, I keep messing that up. He's saying Axl Rose. I see Axl Rose in my mind, but Arrow Rock says, RPJ, where are you originally from? Typo. I am originally from Brooklyn, New York. I mean, what's up with that? Know what I'm saying? What's my sideways hat? Give me a sideways hat. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Yo, chill with that shit. Know what I'm saying? Yo, Bed-Stuy, he house, Brooklyn. You know, Bed-Stuy, he house. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You wouldn't know that by my way I'm talking now, I guess. But when I put on my New York accent, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on there? All right? Go check it out, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Brooklyn, New York, you know what I mean? All over the place, you know what I mean? I do Italian and black at the same time. Nah, I mean, yo, chill with that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, from that side to Bushwick, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? To Williamsburg, yo, check it out. Brooklyn Bridge. I'm all over the place. Yo, Manhattan, Spanish Harlem. Yo, I get around, yo. Astoria, Queens. You know what I'm saying? I used to play baseball over there, you know what I mean? Play football in Douglaston. You know what I'm saying? Long Island, yo. Played semi-pro football. I played two-hand touch league football over there. You know what I'm saying? I played semi-pro football over there. You know what I mean? Welcome, blog namers. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by, blog. You're from Rochester. Respect. I got respect for you. See, I'm the only one that said put some respect on your name. It's already played out. So I do respect that. I respect all New Yorkers. I do. I think it's something about being something to be said for a New Yorker. New York is not the toughest place to live at, but you gotta be smart, you have to be aggressive, and you have to have patience. You have to be aware in New York. There are so many things to do. You can get in so much fun trouble. You can get into trouble as well. So I respect a lot of New Yorkers who are from Brooklyn to Queens to Manhattan. Well, maybe not so much Queens, but I'm kidding. But yeah, I respect New Yorkers. Any New Yorker that usually New Yorkers will come out of these rough neighborhoods and they maintain themselves, they find themselves, they become young women that they're supposed to be, even though they live in these shitty neighborhoods here or decent neighborhoods or these crime filled neighborhoods or mafia neighborhoods, or whatever the situation. Latin Queen, these gangs, bullshit neighborhoods, and anyone who comes out of that stuff and then comes up to be young men and young women doing positive things, having a family, doing the right things for themselves and their family and their community, I have a lot of respect for. A lot of my son's friends still are some of my friends, and I have a lot of respect for them. Talk to those young men and women. Hopefully they've taken some of my advice. Some of those guys have been there for me, and I had some down times here and there. I never talked down to them. They are friends, they're son's friends, and I treat them with respect. Like I talk to my own sons and daughter. So I don't know why I'm on a tangent about that, but I did. We this country, says Ararat. You know what? Something to be said. Like I said, I think something to be said about being a New Yorker and then faculties, together. Rochester, Vermont. I mean, these are not easy places to live at. So there are a lot of tough times and tough situations to be had all over the place. And it's like I said, I always think there's something to be said about a New Yorker who survives the hood and survives the terrain of Manhattan business and if you survive all that stuff and survive the gangs and the drugs and the women and the pregnancies and STDs and gunshots and being gambling halls and poker houses, and if you can survive all that stuff and still be a good individual, raising a nice family, doing your boring job, doing your boring house, and having your 1 or 2 or 3 kids, and putting on weight in your belly, you're doing the best thing. I have nothing but respect for you. And even if you aren't a New Yorker, I have respect for anyone who just has overcome lots of fucked up things in their lives. As you guys know, I have overcome a few things in life, and I'm sure you guys have as well. You guys as well have overcome a lot of issues and problems that could be damaging. No one's had an easy breezy, beautiful cover girl life. We've all had issues and problems. And we've all could be drug addicts and have all types of issues these days. But we are all survivors. We're all tougher, and we're all better, and we're all knowledgeable. And I think it's our goal and our duty to spread whatever knowledge we have to our own children and whomever is listening out there, whomever wants to listen. You can't grab the people who aren't able to listen. If you have the time to try to touch those and reach those kids or people, adults, that do not have the capabilities of listening, who have not been trained or understand that there are different facets and different situations of life, that maybe listening is something that's a positive to do. Because I see a lot of people that just don't have the ability to listen. They want to be heard. They want to just talk. They want to be heard, and that goes to a lot of psychology, a lot of psychological issues that they have had with their own parents. You see that's being more and more prevalent in today's society with these young men and women of all races, all economic situations. The divorce rate is, through the roof, folks. No one believes in these marriage anymore. We watching TV. Well, not me, but watching TMZ. Not you guys either, but these young people are watching a bunch of TMZ, instant gratification, microwave society, and you want your instant gratification, instant making, instant having a baby, and instant. Well, you don't believe in marriage, but if you do get married, you know that you can get married next year to make you upset. No intestinal fortitude is being taught or shown. And I don't want to be this old funny type guy saying, well, You know, hey, you young people gotta do better. You young people, you guys are so willy. You gotta just be tougher. When we used to eat rocks. You know, you guys I'm not gonna be the guy, but I will say because being bombarded with a lot of instantaneous happiness. Sometimes you gotta have patience and you gotta be mentally and physically tough. And I know it's not talked about. I know sometimes you only see it in movies, but there are good people living lives and they are short. They are tough as nails because they don't panic, they don't rush, and they just don't throw away things just because things aren't working out. They don't throw away relationships just because things are not so Mr. Happy, Mrs. Happy right now. So I tell you guys, be a little tougher. Be more understanding and be more giving and listen. That's my 2 cents, a bag of rocks of information for you. Let's look at the scoreboard, which is the chat room. And the younger generation can talk, they just text. That's true. Hola, Jake Blues. Welcome, Jake. I do appreciate you stopping by my little show. I do thank you for also your donation yesterday. Jake Blues was a person that donated to the Johnathan Steele show via PayPal. So thank you, Jake. Thank you, Kim. Kim did the day prior. Kim donated. I'm not putting you guys. I don't want you guys to feel uncomfortable that I put you guys out there, but you guys are a great example of people who really care about the show and, you know, and showing a lot of faith and goodwill in me. So I want, you know, you guys set the standard, and I do appreciate that. No mistake about that. I appreciate whatever friendship and resources that we provide. It's been very, very nice to feel liked and appreciated. So thank you. And now let's move on. And I was suspecting a guest. Hold on a second, sorry. I had my head turned. Sounds good, okay. Well, I was expecting a guest at some point. Maybe my guest will pop on later. But folks, in the meantime, make sure you guys press the like and subscribe buttons, and make sure you share the shows of Johnathan Steele. Make sure you guys go check out the many other incarnations, the many other ideas, the many other channels of Johnathan Steele. Okay? Pick and choose from the different types channels. Some will be talking more about personal and fun type issues. Others will be a retrospective of videos of other creeps that have become classic. You know what? Instead of just choosing, pick them all. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Just pick them all, you know? Choose them all, you know? Subscribe to all my shows. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. And make sure you guys tell the world all about your show. And folks, let me tell you, I'm not only a client, I'm the president. No, I said it backwards. Anyway, I am a big fan of RPJ, and why don't you make him your person that you could be a fan of? Thank you. I'm retarded. Don't mind me. Don't pay me any attention. I'm not making any sense. And folks, make sure you guys, please, make sure you guys go to, let me see if I can get this right. Make sure you guys go to, make sure you guys donate for the Johnathan Steele show at paypal.me/Johnathan Steele. That's go to paypal.me/Johnathan Steele. paypal.me/Johnathan Steele. Go there, and whatever you guys can donate, that will be awesome. Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see Don't flip it to me. Is that not the words? I only watched it as an adult. I watched a little bit of it, like, wow, look at these people have these nice lives. And then I go, wait, look at these white people have these nice lives. How can they go through the ocean the water every day? How do they have a pet dolphin like that? I want a pet dolphin. Oh yeah, and also in the description box as well, there is the Johnathan Steele Facebook page. That's right, folks. I have a show page for this channel. So go to that channel, Johnathan Steele. Now, you guys might have the old one. Now, I don't have access to my old Facebook page and those pages over there. My Facebook personal page and the Reginal P. Jones show page and the Johnathan Steele workout page. Now, I don't have access to those, but in the description box is the new Johnathan Steele page. Now, the only reason why I didn't go back to get it and retrieve my old Facebook stuff was that they wanted me to send them personal information, private, real information about myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get my information. I'm not going to get where I was born at, my name, stuff like that, my social security number. Why would I do that? I'm not giving them my passport number. Screw that. It's only Facebook. What the hell do I care? I'm like, send them my information so I can have a lousy channel back? No. Screw that. You know what? If I could, if I had it one way or the other, I would like to get off the grid and totally. I don't want Big Brother to know where I'm at. I think Big Brother needs to know exactly where I'm at. That's what they're doing, folks. They know exactly where you're at. George Bush, and probably this prior to George Bush, prior way back when to Lyndon Johnson, but George Bush, because he had the, he was a retard, but he felt like he can do anything he wanted in office, and the people, us, didn't stop him because you guys were worried about evil doers, weapons of mass destruction. I was there. There was no weapons of mass destruction. It was just destroying of what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name. Saddam Hussein's places and stuff. There was no weapons. There was no cake, powder cake. What's that shit called? Damn, I can't think now what the stuff used to be called. Yellow cake. There was no tubings. There was no radioactivity. There was no weapons of mass. Don't get me started on this stuff. As I go check the chat room line, I see you suddenly appear. Arabati 2, RPJ, Killuminati. Right, sorry, I'm just retarded. I can't read. What's my glasses at? And Big Brother No, Jacob says. Yeah, it's a shame that we had to send so many people across the world to die for, I don't know. I was one of those young men that was, well, young is a relative term, that was young men that was sent across the universe to fight a battle that I didn't even understand why I was here. Why am I here? Where's this oil at? Is the oil prices going to go down through the floor? They didn't, not for the longest time. Only recently they have gone down. But don't get me started on that nonsense. And because, let's do this anyway. Whoever you vote for, and I do believe that we should try. I don't believe in doing nothing. So I hear people who say, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to waste my time and vote. If you don't try, if you don't push the envelope and do the thing that you can do to see if you can try something, you can rally more people to try these things out. this voting thing that may or may not be of consequence, may not even make a difference. But if you don't try, then you're just giving up. And I don't like to give up. I don't believe in giving up. That's bad character to give up. I mean, you use your head and losses when you count. You make sure you understand the lay of the land, and you have to weigh out your options, of course. Why not try to vote? And we try to rally more people to vote. And we can get everyone to vote, and we can rally people, our friends and neighbors and people who are like-minded like yous. Maybe you can make a difference. Maybe you're going to have to be your own politician of yourself and have more people around that ideas. Things can change when you put this party in play or in place to be and run the country. Now, mind you, nothing is going to change. But if you don't try, then you've given up. But even with that being said, whoever you vote for, and I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. I'm not going to discuss it unless you ask me. But I'm not going to say, I won't lie. I'll be authentic and I'll be open to a fault, which sometimes will get me in trouble. I am open to a fault sometimes. But I do believe that you should vote. I believe everyone should vote. Every adult should vote. I say try. Rally people. Rally around an idea, a party, a person. Push your ideas. You have to be your own rallying guy. You rally people around you, rally your friends, rally your co-workers, and say, hey, just get behind this idea and go vote for Johnny Jackass. Hello, Kiki. Welcome. I'm glad you had the time to waste here with RBJ. I do appreciate your time on here with me, Kiki. So thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate that. And yes, we are doing this. If anyone's listening to the sound of my voice, yes, we are doing this. I hope that you are listening to the sound of my voice. A wonderful voice it is, I'm sure. So yes, we are doing this. What's going on, doll? That's my... I am waiting faster than lightning. Let's go, Rockstar. Let's go, Rockstar. No one you see is more flippy. They call him Flipper, faster than lightning. So thank you, Kiki. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking me out. You guys click the like and subscribe and share. That's a new one for me. The like and subscribe. It is my goal to have 1,000 subscribers, folks, by the end of your American summer. With 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will take me seriously. They will help me offset some costs of promoting my channels, and will be a partner of mine with 1,000 subscribers. That's the least that we can start off with. But we need 1,000 subscribers by the end of your American summer. And also to provide for the show, to keep the show evolving and getting better. We'll be having better sound, better lighting, cameras, cords that will go to this camera, which I will be shooting on, and I want to go into my laptops. Gonna need another computer and background, maybe even a green screen, which I kind of like now. And I have a great imagination, but there's so many things that I want to do even in the short term. And I'll be out this weekend shooting a lot of videos this weekend. But folks, yeah, please donate whatever you can. Go to paypal.me/Johnathan Steele. The name of the show is the name where you go to PayPal to send me your hard-earned cash. Because I deserve it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to all the many incarnations of RPJ. I hate to keep selling myself, but this is the only way, and to make the show good, the show to be good. You guys have stuck with me, and you guys keep sticking with me. The show will get better and better and better. I promise you, it's already happening. It's already evolving. Just don't be a weirdo. Just don't be one of those creepy guys or women that sit in the corner and watch everything goes by. Donate to your friend, your buddy, the guy that you're willing to spend 20, 30 minutes with and to hang out and listen to his nonsense. You might as well donate whatever you can. And in whatever donation that you guys send me, I get a little bit happier. And don't you guys want me to be happy? Just donate. Make me happy. I want to be happy. Thank you. So yes, Kiki's in the house. Thank you, Kiki, again for stopping by. Kim, Rocks, Jake Blues, Troll Father, Mike Mills, have all stopped by. I think that's stopping by, checking me out. However long that you're willing to spend a few minutes with your favorite God King, if I can be so bold to say that. I really am appreciative. Divine Queen has stopped by. Slapadon has stopped by. I've had some of the legends of YouTube stop by already. I had Sandra stop by. Eva stop by. And many others. Many others. Black Rampage. All of them. The huge stars of the internet. Big names like Pee-wee died. Pee-wee died. I don't know the names of these people. I swear, I don't know. I don't even watch you. I just watch documentaries and mystery shows like 48 Hours, Dateline. Those, a lot of them I've seen already, but some of them I like watching again. But and I'll watch like the PBS.org and my own videos when I can stand myself. But now that the picture is getting better and the sound is getting better, and I figured some stuff out, which was cost effective, and then I had to do some spending of money, which is blah, blah, blah effective. But I had the resources of you guys, the fans. You guys bring your donation. You know what? I can tell you already, from what you guys have donated to me, I can tell you that in the short time of me asking for donations, which is like 2 days now, I was able to make a decision on the internet in terms of a service. So I do appreciate you guys have been very gracious with your monies. So keep sending me your money so I can go to hell and then come back. I think he's about to do his own little show. What's that? I guess that's Mike Mills. Mike Mills was in here? Yes, he was, Kiki. I'm looking for him. Well, he was. He stopped by, so and they probably left. He's probably getting ready for, this is what, Thursday night in America? Yeah, what could he be doing? He might be doing his own Google show tonight, if he's not doing it now. He did a Google show yesterday. I stopped by, let's say yesterday or 2 days ago. Anyway, he might be doing a Google show. Go check out Mike Mills later on. If he's on, go check out Slapper. If he's not on now, he'll be on. Go check out Slapper Don and Mike Mills. And go check out my other friend, Tommy Sotomayor. I know, folks, those are three people that are kind of not friends of each other, which is, I think, kind of silly that they can't be friends of one another because they're all bright young, well, they're all bright, they're all younger than me, so they're all bright men. They looking at problems from too far of a perspective, because basically they all want the same thing for a community, for a black community, for society. It's just that they are somehow stuck on their own feelings or ego. So, and a lot of times it is emotion. Unfortunately, it's just a waste of time to oppose one another when you, quite frankly, are wanting the same thing. It just doesn't exist. It's just you're wasting time. You're not thinking big picture. And for people bright enough and aware enough to know what I'm talking about, to not see big picture, that you pretty much one and the same with a lot of these people that you are opposing, it's just sometimes it's numbing. It's mind numbing to like, wow, why can't they just work this out? They don't have to love each other. They don't have to be best friends, but you pretty much want the same thing. And maybe in 3-4 years, when you get over yourselves, you can help out at school, or you might help out a community, giving out courses and papers and stuff, putting monies together to help out a community. Because I'm not going to tell you what I've done, but that's what you guys can do. People can do all the time. It doesn't take, yes, it takes a little bit of money, but to buy pencils and book bag for a block, you know, a neighborhood with more people getting involved, doesn't take a lot. You guys remember days where we used to have our own block association? Each block had their own president of the block association, their own president on each block. And we always get together, and one guy was the treasurer, one guy was this, and one guy was in charge of cleaning, and they would send all the kids to do the sweeping and cleaning and taking care of the garbage for everybody's yard. It didn't matter what yard it was. It just went up the block and came down, cleaning the sidewalk. Guys, that's where I come from. I come from those days in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, of a slightly below middle class black community, where we had block associations, and we had relations with the police. You know, where we had police, we were friends with them. We would be friends with the block of, and that person lived across the street, directly across the street from us, and would be president of the block. And it was all kind of cool. It was cool back then, man. It was really awesome as a little kid. And despite what was going on with me, which was, hell in a cell, being outside the house was, cool. I had 3-4 great friends, and playing sports. I remember I was playing in the street, playing stoop ball. I mean, excellent times. And we had clean block parties, and we might have 2 block parties a year. It was just awesome times, man, right before the crack epidemic of the 85s, 86, 87s, and so on. So, yeah, it was really tough out there. It's tough out there now. We used to be so great back then. Okay, what are you talking about, by the way? That person ordered car shoes from PayPal, though. I don't know what that means. That was my twins' prom money. I don't know what that means. You guys are having your own conversation. That's fine and dandy. To get my money back. That's the only thing I like that. Pressing charges, I have to wait 45 days. With PayPal and you want your money back. Kiki, I hope you didn't send money, because I know Kiki, I know that you were an associate of one Divine Dummy. I'm not saying you best friends, but you did, or maybe you had an issue with Raven, particularly, specifically, on behalf of Divine Dummy. And I hope that you did not donate or I call it enabling that woman. As we now see, she is not paying her, or she is not on the internet. I believe that there's an issue to internet service. I believe also there is an issue of eviction, possibly from that situation, although she has working on new Section 8 housing, vouchers and housing places. So, oh, fuck no, you didn't donate her? Oh, thank you, Kiki. Kiki, sorry, Kiki. If you donated her, that's nuts. That's nuts, man. Was very demonstrative of, so, oh no, that's good. All right, folks, let's move on. I wrote stuff down here, wrote little notes here, and I'm still waiting for a guest to stop by. I don't know if my guest will stop by. Maybe all my guest has to do is click the link of what I just gave you, click the link, and then follow the prompts. Follow yes, open up, no, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you look nice, or the best to your abilities. It's not really about the looks, although you're a good woman. You have nothing to be concerned about. You're very articulate and smart, and you can come on any moment you wish. No. Goodbye, Janella. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. All right, Kiki. Jeez, all right, sorry. I apologize. I just hope that I was hoping that you didn't. Because the last thing we need to do is enable this situation. A situation, again, not to be a dead horse, because we can do, I might do a just on the, unfortunately. But, which is one of the things that I want to get into. I have a few minutes to get into. I bought those temporary Visa cards where you can, oh, okay, I copy that. But one of the things people like to do is they just like to do what they want to do, and that's what kids do. You can't just do what you want to do and think about the ramifications of what happens when those things fail. That's the decision-making process of one divine dummy. I'm not wanting to talk about this channel and but you know, she's not well thought out these days, and the fact that she decided to make herself homeless to go chase a man that she only talked to on the phone once, and text back and forth 3 or 4 times, and then try to see him in jail, and was dismissed by him, and she's now there crying on the floor. By the way, you were in a ball on the floor crying. Okay, you might deny, but you were crying your head off like a little baby, and people were laughing at you. People were smiling, smirking at you. But yeah, for her to run off, make herself homeless, and to make her baby homeless is just selfish and just not well thought out plan. Why would you do that? I actually made that, and I actually showed the video of you saying that, like, why would you do that? Why would I do that? You said, you asked yourself that question, but you never answered that question. I'm done. I mean, sorry. Anywho, I really wanted to talk about today, and now we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the show, because now we're at the hour 15 mark, the 2-hour show. What I wanted to talk about was legacy. Once again, I made a few videos about legacy, or are not knowing what I'm talking about, or familiar with what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is myself or you guys. What will be your legacy? What people remember about you? What is the overwhelming greatness or goodness or the thing that you remember for by people, your family, and friends? I mean, you don't have to do society. You know, screw society. Society purposes and the big picture and being famous is absolutely meaningless. I'm talking about for the people that are in your life, the people that you have raised, the people you befriended from little to big to grown. What will be your legacy? And if your legacy isn't something that you're proud of, you still have time. I am proud of my legacy. This is not an ego situation where I'm pumping myself up with the grandiose titles of God and the other. I am proud of the things that I've done. I say this all the time. I'm proud of these things. I am proud of all the things and decent things that I've done. I am proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I am, regardless of things that have happened to me. Because I can't use those things as an adult as punishment or as an abuse. And I'm really proud. I think that people have told nice of me and really kind words. Some of them I know I do not deserve some of those words. I haven't been Superman, and I haven't been perfect. I've hurt women's feelings that I've been in relationships with. I've never cheated on any relationship as an adult. Never. I think that's bad character and bad to do such a thing. I have been detached to women's hearts and emotions because one thing, I lack sensitivity, and I lack the recognition of sensitivity. I can't see sensitivity. I can't see when I'm sensitive to a sensitive situation. I don't recognize sensitivity when I should be listening to or be sensitive to my lady's issues, to a sensitive issue or whatever. I don't recognize it. I see things, I'm emotional, I'm romantic, I'm a passion guy. I'm very passionate, but I just can't see and recognize sensitivity, a moment that is sensitive. You know, I beat sensitivity over the head with a lot of abrupt talk, with a lot of, you know, right into you type of talking. Like if I was getting to know somebody, like, hey, like, if I was getting to know a woman, for example, I will say, I'm not going to talk like a woman. I'm going to talk like I talk, which is, oh, hi, how are you? How you doing? Man, you got some really pretty eyes. Listen, I know we just met, but could you tell me about your last relationship and why did it end? Like, I'm really going to get inside, you know, quote unquote, get inside your head, inside of you. I want to know, especially when you just meet. I'm trying to, you know, talk to you. Like, tell me about your relationship right at the back. Like, I'm not going to waste time here. And some people could be, a lot of women, you know, put on my abruptness, my oddness. Like, I'm asking to know what's in your head. I don't want to pussyfoot. I'm not asking for all the dramatics, but if we're getting to know each other, tell me. I'm asking a question, tell me the answer. If you think that's being too forward, then you're probably not for me anyway. Which sometimes is the case, but sometimes I push it, and then you want to be in a relationship. It's like, you know what, you're wasting your time. You know, make mistakes about that. But yeah, I'm for it. I'm not for it to be rude. I'm not for it to be obscene, but I'm for it because I want to know. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your time. I want to know. Tell me about your last relationship. Because I ask those questions about your recent past and then your long-term past, because that's the best indicator of your present and your probable future is your past, the most recent past, and that will tell me what you're doing now and where you're going in the future. Ta-da! So a little Dr. Philism, if you will, but Dr. Phil, I think that as well. And that turns out to be true. The best indicator of what a person will do is what they have done in their past, and especially what they've done in their most recent past. If their most recent past, it measures up. That's probably what they're doing now, and it's probably what they're going to be doing in the future if there's no growth. Anyway, I don't mean to bore you with my doctors or my, you know, my whatever, with my RPJ-isms. But yeah, I'm just trying to help. So with that being said, folks, let's move on to the next topic. And folks, in between all of this, I might have to take a quick commercial. Folks, stay there, stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. I have to take a quick commercial break and I'll be back after these commercial words. La, 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 la. Oh, hello there. Hi, and welcome, folks. My name is RPJ, and I love Select Mountain Spring water. It's the most refreshing water on the planet. The guy who exercises and looks after his body and his health, I like Select Mountain Spring water. It's not hard, and I can give it to my children as well. So why don't you be more like me, a celebrity? Drink Select Mountain Spring water. It'll fill you right up, and it'll give you superpowers. You can take that from your buddy, RPJ. Not my fake commercial. You want a clean baldy, Kiki? Yes, folks. Folks, I do really appreciate you guys stopping by here. I know that you guys could be doing anything else in the world right now other than watch a 6'3" bald-headed jackass get on here in his dance clothing or workout clothing or clothing and talk a bunch of positive stuff. That's funny. And I can do rash stuff. Over the weekend, I plan on investigating this Tanya TKO stuff. I've been watching a little bit of Stupidity Exodus. I believe that's the name of the channels. So I've been watching a bit of Stupidity Exodus, and I see that the Tanya TKO is a mad. She seems to be. I don't want to make any judgments without knowing and watching some of those videos. So over this weekend, while I'm shooting videos and editing stuff, I will be investigating a few topics for next week. The Tanya TKO shenanigans, if that is shenanigans, I want to know more about that, and I'm going to look into that. Also, we'll be making a video on Sansa Ray, and on a video she did. And maybe we'll make that a topic next week. That was she made a video about a time where she was in threesomes and she went to a club. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I think her perspective. I think she wasn't being truthful. I tried to reach out to her so she could do an interview with me, just on that topic alone. And then I said maybe we just do an interview on generalities of you. And she hasn't got back to me with an answer yet, even though she is normally very quick to respond. But so she responded back to me. I'm going to make that video. Maybe we'll make that a topic about her video per se. Not that I'm looking to have a back and forth with her about it. So maybe we won't do that specifically, but because actually, you know, if people are going to lie and exaggerate their videos, I mean, they're doing it for entertainment purposes. I can copy and dig that. But there are people wearing holes in that video, and I do want to take that particular video to task. And I do have issues with Sansa Ray and whole, but I just want to deal with that video and the things that I see in the video. So I'm going to be studying that as well. Maybe I will also study a situation where I thought this guy was going to be leaving the YouTube universe. I'm going to be getting a hard look at Styles over the weekend, if I have enough time, by the way. I want to see where his head is at and how things are going. I know he personally probably can less what I think of him positively or negatively. I initially liked him, the interesting cat. And I also thought, when I saw some other things, I thought that, he's not disciplined enough and he's not doing his normal good work, his normal good videos. And I don't know what his cool hangouts are like. I visited him way back when one time before, and it was just odd because he got very defensive with me, and then it turned out that he probably thought that I'm a friend of Sotomayor, and I didn't know that Sotomayor took him to task like the day before, so that made him really fired against me. So, and of course he was a bit bitey and attacky of me, and yeah, I mean, to each their own, of course, and I'm just interested in what's going on. So I may not do a topic on him next week or anything like that, but I am interested in three specific YouTube individuals, and I will be studying that, and we'll make topics on one or all three issues maybe, but if there's nothing to report or worth doing a show around, because it's not really about doing the people per se. I'm not going to be bashing the people. I'm going to be bashing aspects of their situation or personality, or, yeah, I said the two words, personality or situation or mindset. And I hope that I am leaving a decent legacy, not only as a father and grandfather and friend and son and brother and uncle, and yeah, that's about it. But hopefully I'm leaving a legacy that is here on social media, whether it be YouTube or the internet or cyberspace or whatever it may be. Hopefully I'm leaving good enough material that my grandkids can watch when they're 10, 12, 15, 16 years old, and they can understand. I'm not a goody two-shoes. I do curse. I can be very vicious and vulgar. Even my humor could be very vulgar and vicious. I don't mean to be problematic. I don't mean to be hurtful to people's feelings sometimes. Sometimes I am purposely trying to be hurtful, and I try to hurt people through psychology, of knowing what they are, figuring them out, or a good aspect of who they are, and attacking them from, I know it's a little fucked up of me to do this from time to time, but I do this because I sometimes see big holes in a person's psychology or something, and I have to stop taking advantage of whatever skill and learning that I have gotten, because it's not fair, and I shouldn't really hurt people on those terms, because I think I'm taking advantage of them. So that's not really cool. But yeah, I am. Like I said, I'm no angel, but hopefully I'm doing decent work overall that my kids and grandkids will be proud of, that I can be proud of looking back on them. I mean, I hate watching myself, and because I can't stand my face. I can't stand those stupid looks that I make, stupid eyes, my hands, whatever it is. I can't really stand my videos. I hate editing my videos. I have to watch some of it. And like sometimes I hate my voice as well. I'm like, everything about me sucks. But yeah, I'd say even the couple acting roles that I've had, I even hate watching me there. It's like, I hate the way I look. I hate the way I sound. I'm standing weird. I'm standing awkward. Even when I was lifting, one scene I was lifting weights, which is, an automatic thing for me to do. But I'm lifting it all weird. I'm not doing it all the way through right. I didn't bring the barbell down to my chest right. Like, I take myself to task very, very harshly. but within an understanding that I don't kill myself or beat myself. One second, folks. Hello? What's up, man? How you doing? Doing much better, doing much better. Yeah, I'm sorry about that the other day, man. I was just, yeah, not feeling so great about things, you know? Yeah, and yeah, he was, yeah, right. Nah, yeah. Oh, I'm sure that he probably, even for his own, uh, right. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was just like it was just the last thing of my childhood. Like that was the one last major thing of my childhood that I guess I was. It was kind of connected to Muhammad Ali as well. It wasn't just. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey. Yeah, right. No, maybe you're right about that, but yeah, yeah, it just hit me all wrong. I wasn't prepared for it. What is what? Bud? Oh, Bud. Oh, right, right. I used it a little bit to shoot a little bit outside, yeah, but I haven't used it in terms of breaking that film down yet. So, uh, uh, all right, but uh, right. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go take a look, I guess. What's this? Is BB LAN cable, 60, 90 LAN, 30 volt. Let's see what it says. Oh, 5E, CAT 5E. Yeah, but you know what I did though? I did. Right, it's right into the laptop right now. Yeah. Oh, right. Yes. Speedtest.net. Speedtest.net. Copies. Right. Right. The volume. Okay. Okay. Copy that. I just wrote that stuff down. Okay, good. All right, I definitely will do that. I definitely will play with that. Oh, yeah. I'm just haven't made put the connections on. I just can't. I can't find the right instructions to put it on yet. So I'm trying to look at it. And why can't I saw that. I got that one. Yes. USB. USB. I didn't think that was. I don't think that I am. Well, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together, Carlos. Don't. Yeah, I know you. I have a lot of appreciation for you, and yeah, I've been working on. If you look at today's show, you're gonna see that the connection is a lot stronger and better.